Sup witches, this is Night the Hermit, and today we are talking about the Three of Wands. So here's my Three of Wands from the Tarot coloring book. It's a beautiful card, and when I was coloring it, I would see how bright it was and how much yellow there is in the card. Yellow, red, and even the soil seems like yellowish, green, blue, or brown. So let's take a look at different decks. How about that? So the Spacious Tarot, Three of Wands. Three wands standing, and it's like if they're on fire. There's some red. Okay. The Pagan Other Worlds Tarot. So here you see the usual landscape with some ships around the sea. You don't see the other shore at the end. You just see the sea, some ground, and you see the Three of Wands. And from the Influence of the Angels Tarot, the Three of Wands. He is looking, he's at the top, he's looking over to the bottom. Okay, so if we go to some of the meanings or the keywords, new ventures and expansion. The Three of Wands, the man in the Three of Wands is not content to sit in the castle. He's ready to embark on a journey. It's time to take your plan out into the world with confidence. So here's the thing. Remember last time the definition from Rachel Pollack's book for the Two of Wands, that it's somebody who has who did a lot of things, and now he might be bored and he's not sure what to do next. Well, this one, it can be similar the way we can interpret it, right? If we read this, the fact that he's not content to sit in the castle, he's ready to embark on a journey. So that might create some confusion to interpret these two cards, and I definitely see why. When one of the first deck I bought that was a Rider-Waite Smith deck was the Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. And then the little guidebook that comes with the kit, the Los Scarabeo kit, there's a deck and there's a guidebook inside. And the guidebook, or actually was it the little white book that I bought, because I have two versions of this card, and the keyword for the Three of Wands was something like ships coming in, and that was the only thing written, or like it was totally confusing. And me and my friend, we were studying the tarot, and we were like, what the hell is that? Ships coming in. What the hell does that mean? And now, like after studying it, you realize what it actually means. But it was very interesting how some people decide to put some keywords as definition. You just read it and you're like, imagine you're reading for a person and you get this card and you look at the little white booklet and you're like, ships coming in, and then you're like, your ships are coming in. Like, what the hell? Okay, so the ships can signify travel movement, and you see he's standing like on the hill and he has a nice view over everything. So he's like the king of the hill. It can also symbolize his accomplishment because he's at the top. Let's look at the symbols, or this book, The Ultimate Guide to the Rider-Waite, and the Three of Wands. So now there's a lot of questioning in the beginning summary of this book. Is he waiting for the ships to come in, or is he too late and his ship has left? Is he just observing from above? Is he expecting something? Is it his ships? Is it like, there's a lot of possibilities, right? So the figure's position This is the only card in which the figure has his full back turned to the observer. So we don't see his face, it's only his back, and he's looking. And there's two shores. Something I didn't see in the card is there's another shore that you can see in the card. So it's actually, if you want to reach the other shore, it's not that far away because it's visible in the card. There's another shore at the end. And the opposing shores show where you have come from and where you are going. Known lands and unknown. The old world and the new. The dirty yellow background, how they call it, the mixture of this dirty yellow is an opportunity and a challenge. So you can have an opportunity by pursuing something, but you might also have some challenges that come with it. The clothes that he's wearing, it can be a link back to the emperor. The robe is red and green, stands for heartfelt desires that are fulfilled in fruitfulness and naturalness, or in immaturity and naivety. The golden sea, inside gliding, a magic moment, sunny prospects. And he has a headband like in The Magician. The Magician has a headband. It can mean the all-around awareness, like a radar. It requires viewing everything carefully, including oneself from the front to the back. Entrepreneurial spirit, yearnings, and golden fulfillment. Two wands are standing behind the figure, a warning against unconscious drives and motives that exercise their influence unnoticed. Expand your horizons. And let's go to the 78 degrees of wisdom. So, combinations and achievements, accomplishment. The young competitors of the 5 have achieved success, especially in business, career, etc. Emotional maturity as well. He sends his ships out to explore new areas, or maybe his boats are returning. Sometimes in readings, this can mean maintaining a primary commitment to existing relationships while still looking for new friends or lovers. For a person troubled or struggling with the past, the Three of Wands can indicate becoming at peace with his or her memories. The setting sun, a symbol of contentment. And now if we go to the reversed meaning of this card, failure of some exploration or project, becoming involved in our environment after a time of detachment and reflection, being disturbed by memories. And if we go to the reverse meaning from the tarot coloring book, failed expedition, more work and planning to be done. All right, so this is the Three of Wands, and you can definitely read more about it in the 78 degrees of wisdom, and in the tarot coloring book I'm only covering the surface of it with the video. And let me know what you think. Let me know, how do you interpret this card in comparison to the Two of Wands, and if you see it as some ships, the fruits of your actions coming back to you, or if you see it as you taking actions and sending it to the universe. As with Wands, it's a fire card. It's a card of spirit, and it could also be you trying to manifest your dreams and planting seeds to visualize and manifest your dreams that you want in the universe, and start to take actions on these dreams. Because Wands, for me, it's a very passionate, fiery spirit element, which can totally be linked to your desires and your hopes, your inspirations. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think about the card. See you all next week for the Four of Wands, the big celebration card.